So we all know that investments have risks, kahit ano pa yan. But it is extra challenging when we talk about real estate investing in our country. Kaya siguro based on this article, only 25% ng Pinoy ang mayroong investment. And imagine na lang if ilang percent lang dyan ang nag-invest sa real estate. I think one of the major factors kaya hindi tayo masyadong ma-invest as a country is because of our generally lower income compared sa counterparts natin. So if our income is just enough for our daily expenses, then obviously wala tayong extra resources na pang-invest. Pero you know what? Surprisingly, sa 75% ng mga Pinoy na walang investment, a quarter belongs to the middle class. Or ibig sabihin, meron naman pang-invest. So I'm curious, bakit kaya ayaw nila mag-invest? Today, I will enumerate some of the possible reasons why is it extra hard to invest in real estate in the Philippines. So, number one on the list, red tape. We know naman that this is an open secret and everyone knows someone with a horror story about being extorted. So, whether nagpa-process ito ng transfer of title or nagbabayad ng taxes or amilyar. So, iniisip mo palang minsan na gusto mo mag-invest pero parang ayaw mong gawin because of the red tape and because of the inefficiency in our system. And syempre, pag alam nila na bago ka pa lang or di ka ganun kadunong, makakarinig ka ng, ay, kung gusto mo mapabilis, pwede naman tayo mag-usap. Or, pwede pa nating pababain yan. Yes, it actually happens. So kung tayo na dito na nakatira sa Pilipinas, nag-aalinlangan pa, paano pa kaya yung mga OFW and foreigners na sanay sa efficiency ng mga bansa nila? The reality is, if you want to expedite the transfer of your property, allegedly, you have to shell out extra money and they call it, of course, pampadulas. So, yung isang buwan sana na processing ay nagiging 3 buwan pag wala kang pera or di ka politiko sa Pilipinas. That is a sad reality. So next is lack of transparency. So one important factor in our system is we need to have an accurate data sana pagdating sa property market prices. So hindi gaya sa ibang bansa na alam nila yung ongoing rates at magkano yung tamang market value ng mga property. The problem is we don't have a reliable data on recent sale prices. Responsibility ito ng LGU na mag-update, which should be every 3 years. Pero marami pa rin ang nadidelay at hindi ito nagagawa na maayos. And bakit kaya? Your guess is as good as mine. It's politics and admin problems. So there are politicians who own vast lands and high-value properties at parang ayaw nilang tumaas yung amilyar nila or lumaki yung cost nila pag magka-transfer ng property kung ililiquidate na nila yung mga kayamanan nila. Kaya hindi ito ina-update ng tama. So sobrang conflict of interest. Next is lack of tax benefits. Marami sa European countries, they favor real estate investors by giving them exemption sa pagbayad ng capital gains. And yung iba pa nga, they are giving tax-free guarantees when you need funding to invest in real estate. So ganun sila ka-aggressive sa pag-encourage na investors. So sa US, you can defer taxes with incentive programs. So these tax breaks encourages more investors in their countries. So sana all, diba? Next is limited access to loans. So approval of housing loans atin, it's very tricky, it's very tedious at messy. It's because we don't have, again, a system unlike sa ibang bansa o unlike sa US na meron silang centralized credit score system. So yung system na to can be easily accessed so you'd know before getting a loan kung ma-approve ka ba talaga or hindi. So dito sa atin, parang loto, there's no guarantee. So sometimes it's subjective pa nga, depende sa bangko. So may mga developers who also own banks. So obviously, mas pabor sila doon sa mag-a-apply sa mga bangko nila. So talking about, again, conflict of interest. So if you want to try other investing methods like yung mga BRRRR method, wholesaling, it's doable sa atin. But it can be really challenging because of the next one, interest rates. So right now, I don't think it's possible to invest with our current rate, which is around 8 to 9%, and would even go higher after repricing. Although we have Pag-ibig na may pinakamababang interest rate, pero ang problema, limited lang ang amount na pwede nating hiramin. So with our current interest rates, the only ones who can invest yung may mga na-save na cash. If you get financing from banks and use it as a leverage for your rental condo units, baka ma-short ka sa taas ng interest expense mo. So next, hidden cost. The hidden costs and charges in buying property makes investors back out sa transaction. So ayaw nila yung may gulatan sa huli. Siyempre, naka-budget na ako magkano ilalabas na pera. So if I may suggest sa mga developers, sana incorporate na lang yung mga hidden cost sa presyo ng property para walang gulatan sa huli. And the last one is a very important one. Lack of financial education. I think one of the most important factors that would encourage more people to invest is if the government and policymakers would really prioritize the importance of financial literacy. So culturally, tayo mga Pilipino, we like to live in the now. Kaya may mga term tayong ubos biyaya, bukas na katunganga, or masyado kang waldas. And syempre, it's also difficult for us to unlearn those things because we're not taught about financial literacy in schools. So although I think ngayon kahit papano ay meron na. But you know, it really has to come from our government and institutions to campaign and educate us about investing and financial literacy like in other countries. So thank you guys again for watching, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more real estate tips. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!